Lọ́yún lẹ́pẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹ̀bẹ̀tì. Lẹ́pẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹ̀bẹ̀tì o. Lẹ́pẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹ̀bẹ̀tì. Lẹ́pẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹ̀bẹ̀tì. Àṣìwà lẹ́pẹ̀pẹ̀ ẹ̀bẹ̀tì.
On your power, Bob. Siasuno, dia da conye. Oi, bem, eu quero bem. Será su, assim, o mal, mano. O senhor de bi. Onde a loja veio a. O bem, eu quero bem. Oh, eu polícia. Hello. No poya, no poya o. Si hasta no llega aquí, pues voy a ir mu. Mo lo ya cabe, vuela y ya poya o. Oye mu. Y no pona we, oye na no. Wa kini e, oye bai we mu. Si aso api na loa. É já é bom. Se a sua filha não é já é bom. Madria. Jorizo baba nuemo. Ama bawe mu amani ko na yo. I know where I Teresa Sula, Panapina Kedayo, Pavarina, Amabawe, Pani Padremo, Jonas Suapina Keda.
Okay, let me pause this music. Good afternoon. Here is 12, little 12:30 Eastern Standard Time right here from the USA. It's a little after 5:30 in Liberia. Well, we want to welcome you. Today we try to give a special reflections of our mother, and so the children here in the USA, in Liberia, grandchildren, we're going to take a little bit moment of time here to give a reflection who she is and how important she. We should have had like a memorial today right here in the ocean state of Rhode Island, but the family decided to take a second thought. Notwithstanding, the world is on a digital age, so we decided to do this a little brief time of virtual so as to take a reflection as we all prepare for us here in the US, we prepare to lay our mother to rest. The brothers, the grandchildren, they are all in Liberia. Taking into consideration all that is unfolding, so we intend not to endanger ourselves and even other families or friends that will want to come to memorialize with us, considering this virus that is all unfolding. So we decided to do it this way here. What other sister is right here in the ocean state of Rhode Island on the other side, Providence. She's standing by back studio. Also, your brother Tommy Soe and the rest of the kids, grandchildren, they are all there. I'm going to be breaking that in here very shortly. We just want to have a little shortly time, family time here, who she is and how, the life, the impact that she has, in our lives. So the real celebration of her life will take place in Liberia. So let me just bring in our other sister, Teresa. She's right here in the Ocean State on the other side. She is in Rhode Island, in Providence. I'm on the other side here. Other brother Tommy Soe is in Liberia as well. Um, on the other side there. All right, family. I'm getting the feedback here. I'm not sure. Somebody listening to something? If you got an audio, you gotta tune it down. Okay, let's set up. Okay, so well, I know this is a tough movement, but we all did, including other family. Since Orita, there were all the other family that should have been there, but this is she's done too well, her voice, so she will not be able to join us here. But they are all with us, Patrick, Jerry, the entire family. There's no way that we can bring everybody here, but of course, we here to also stay in your gap. All right, sister, good afternoon, Tommy, good evening. Yeah,
And
okay.
good afternoon.
Okay. All right. I
Also,
know it's difficult one, but people have done the best child can do for his or her mother. We should have had this memorial in person, but we decided to cut it off considering the virus and all of that, and for family safety and other people's safety. But we just want to take a little short time to give a reflections of our mother. So, sister, let me just bring you in. I know it's a difficult time here, but those who don't know and
yes.
to just what you can tell us what you it might be crazy to ask to say what you can remember of your mother, but we want to be very, very much
Mhm.
ungrateful before you start. Enormous support from the family, friends, people that we know, people that we don't know, both in the USA, inside Liberia, and other parts. That, of course, we want to recognize that. So we don't necessarily need to say we want to go in a hall to have a memorial for somebody to come pay tribute to lay our mother to rest. That's first and foremost. But we highly, highly appreciate all of the family, friends, people that we know, we don't know, the enormous support up to this time here. So, how you doing? I know when I got that news that morning when Tommy called me, the very first person, you were the one that we were further because we know when it comes to mother, not that we don't, but being the lady, that was a tough one. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Alfonso. Can I just say, let's have a word of prayer? As you know, our late mother, everything she started with is a prayer, so we can have a short prayers before we go on.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, let's bow our heads. Our most gracious Father, our Lord, our God, we want to give you thanks this afternoon. We say thank you for our late mother, for the kind of person she was. We just give you the glory. This is a short celebration, It's like a prelude. We are going to end it up in Monrovia. But we want to say thank you to all those that have been about on our side and personally listening and want to join us. We say welcome to this, and we say thank you for the life she lived. Thank you, God. Continue to guide and protect us. In Jesus' name we pray.
All right.
Amen.
I don't know why I was so big crazy to forget because that's one of the things that the old man,
Mm-hmm.
when you call
She
her,
said that.
yeah, and she reminded us of prayers is key. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. So
You are welcome.
how I think so far, what can you tell? And I'm quite sure some of your friends been reaching out to you. So let me give you the opportunity to say the word or two.
It's been really a tough time for me. Like you all know, my mom, our mom, she was such an awesome lady who so care. Her passion was to be sharing and take everyone as they are. There's no way to say, well, this is not my child because we came from a big family, but everyone, she gathered people together. And if it meant for her to give her last, she always. And I get a whole lot of messages 24/7 from her. This person said, I'm like, okay, mom, I listen to you. But all this, I enjoy everything because I was the kind of person and I know I probably got some her ways. So I would miss my mom and we would miss her a lot because being her mother, she always taught us how to be caring and show compassion for one another. And that was the kind of woman. She gave her last to anyone. Sometimes she she called me, giving messages, and I'm like, Mom, why? Then she said, well, you used to do this. So every time the people they need something from you, you give it to them. But this is not a law ordinarily. I just a message. And then I smile and then I will go right where she want me to do it and I will do it. Her passing many times. She and myself had a special time. Sometimes I call her throughout the week in the day. I call her before I go to work. My break time, USA time, which is like 3:30 to 4, I will call her. When I get home in the morning, I call her. All that, she doesn't seem to be so satisfied yet. Then she set her own day, which is Sunday. And the Sunday, unfortunately, the Sunday she passed. It was so hard. She would say, well, we have talked, but Sunday is the day I set. And she'd be by the phone all alone. And then I'll make the call, we will talk. So
Okay.
it hasn't been easy. But
All right.
I gave God the glory. She lived her life and we gave her the care. Of course, she was only a child for her mom, but she had sister by her mom, by her father, and they all took her like a queen. She's so caring, everybody care. And I pray, God has answered my prayer and answered her prayer. I didn't want mom to die lonely. She she died with all the family, grandchildren, sister, everybody was around her. So I'm happy. And she will be buried decent way. And she was a decent and faithful wife to our late father. The only person she knew in her whole entire life was our father. And they lived together until death do them part. And I'm
Okay.
grateful to God and God answer our prayers that she
All
will
right.
have a decent burial.
All right.
So I want to say thank you to all those who have been coming morally, financially. We say thank you.
Okay. So let me go inside Liberia, where my senior brother is standing by. We here, I want to say this here publicly, it's more or less tough for him than us because we face the reality and not to dig up story, but we just pray that up to this time he's still hanging in there because it's just been tough. caring for your sick mother or something going out of hand in your present and you can't have to do it. Just after the time our niece, 3 months after our niece, his daughter passed, and for the mother to pass away, it's a tough thing. So sometimes we worry about him, but we are gracious. Oh yeah, Tommy, good afternoon.
Yeah, Alfonso, good evening from my end, and Sister Teresa. Thank you all for all of the good thing you have been doing. And really, as you put it, it has been a really tough time for me. As I sit right here, I'm bleeding in my heart, but I tell God, thank you. I'm the most troublesome child of my mother, and I'm the loved one of all. I think you all can bear. The reason is very simple. When she had me, we were sick for 3 years on the ground, and she always told me that. And I thank God she spent the rest of her life with me before she passed. And it was a terrible time for me, losing my daughter in
John.
August, then mother passing October is a very tough time. And of late again, we lost our uncle, John Cheryl, may his soul rest in peace. But I just want to be very grateful to you, especially our sister Teresa. I felt for her so much. Because for you, when the old man passed or when our brother passed, you came down, you saw the old man, and all was fine. But when there's time for when the time comes, no one can really delay it. I remember the last time sister said, "Oh, I want to come," and I told her, "Say, no, you can't come because the woman condition is not encouraging." And then besides, if you just took her 2 weeks and come and she not get well, how do you go back? But on the serious note, I'm very grateful and I'm very proud of you all. We from a very large family, especially from our father end. The rest of the children, we have been working together as a unit. And I might want to commend Sister Orito, especially Sister Orito. I say especially for her is because of Orito, we are all in the position we are today. Because she went to America, she starved, she worked hard, sent for the old man, and the old man was able to send for the rest of the children, and all of you are there today. But you know, God doesn't make mistake. Was a reason but small remain here. See, imagine if all over there, what was going to happen? What was really going to happen? The last day that I took the old man to the hospital, and when she started to, I knew she was about to give her, and she didn't want me to feel so bad. Every time I sit and look at her, she would just say, "What happened?" I said, "Mama, you were not encouraging me. Then you asking me not to cry. It hurting me to see you like this." She said, "I will be okay." And we just went through it. At one point in time, she said, "Oh, my house is finished." Yeah. So I asked her, I said, "Which house you talking about?" She said, "I talk about house." I said, "Yeah, you said your house is finished from yesterday. You were telling me." She said, "Oh, no, baby, the fever is so hard on me." But I knew she was about to leave and she didn't want me to feel so bad. And I stood my ground and I held on. And it was a wonderful time. But you know, just before she could pass, the latter date of her, anytime I come from out, she would just rub her hand on me, be playing with me, and all of that. I would ask her, "Mama, what happened?" She said, "No, I'm missing you." "Are you missing me? I'm right here by you." But again, I knew even before the old man passed, he and myself had similar conversation. And I just want to make mention about what sister just said. You know, our mother was a very faithful woman, faithful and committed Christian. And I have no doubt that she resting with the Lord.
Of course,
Because
she
even at
is.
night, when I get her at night to go to in the bathroom or door open, she's sitting down. "Mama, what happened?" She would say, "Be careful, my eye." But all the battle line, I knew what she was really thinking about. The losing, the passing of my older brother, my daughter, Sunday, is the thing that really broke the woman down. Every day she would sit down and cry. Then her last baby, you know, baby, who passed. And I always used to tell her, I say, "Mama, just hold on. There's nothing you can do about it." And I see the reason why she was always crying. The thing I'm going through right now, my daughter that passed, slave choice that passed. I sit down every day. There's no day pass without me thinking about
Mhm.
her. So I knew exactly what the woman was going through for
Yeah.
a child. But I just hope God going to give her a rest, and that we say we are all doing everything hard to make sure that she get a befitting burial. For the past day, I've been down with fatigue, not really sick, but the ups and downs. And I tell God, thank you that I get the strength and I will hold on. But again, I want to say thank you, Alfonso and Sister Teresa. You are the mother, you are the greatest of all sisters. Sister Dewe,
Goodness.
Orita,
It is
Jerry,
well.
and all of the family. We are so grateful to all of you because without you, it's not going to be easy. I remember when I was in the hospital, the telephone call was always coming, and she has name for every child that she came across. Everybody she knew, all the children, she would call them, she get a nickname for them, and everybody.
Mhm.
But the good thing about it, she died without pain.
You know,
She just gave her
quite
life in a
peacefully.
cool manner before her
Mhm.
sister, Auntie Susanna, and Ruth, who were very attending to them. I just left to go buy something for her at the supermarket to buy and show the nutritional milk. And I received a call from my uncle, Thomas, and said, oh, can I get the old man to the hospital? I said, no hospital. You just tell me that the old man passed. Because when I left for her condition, even the latter day of her time, she came from in the room, passing by my room. She refused to leave my door. She stood to the door. I was lying there inside and resting. And then Susanna said, oh, the old man, I want to go. I came to her, Mama, what happened? She was just looking at me. She held my hand. I said, okay, go sit down in the living room. I'm coming. I have to talk to her before she was able to walk. They held her and took her in the living room. But such is the time, and we all have to answer that call one day. When that call comes, no one can answer it for you. So I thank God for her. And Auntie Susanna just came in. And I just want to say here, the two grandchildren that still with me here in presence of Catherine and Kope, I have a prize for them.
Alfonso.
They, they are the grandchildren that really, really look after my mom. They really look after her, especially Kope, because he was always here. Catherine will come and cook and do everything. I get a
Mhm.
prize for them during the day of the funeral or the feast because they are the grandchildren that really look after the Oma. I'm very proud of them. And I know the reason why, because their father was the
Yes, I
grieving
said.
point of the old
Ah,
man, of our man. And I just ask God to give them the strength. And I'm going to bury the three of them together, my brother, my mom, and my daughter together so that when the decoration day come, I will not have to be running here and there. And we know that they're going to get a fitting better. Or more recent, people having dreams, the old man appear well dressed and all of that. It's a clear indication that she resting with the Lord.
it's fine.
Let me just hold on and Auntie Susanna here, probably she will speak the English or the dialect for the benefit of other people because she's the one.
Let us speak a dollar. I want to be
Yeah,
like,
because she's the one. I wasn't here. I gone to Boston to the supermarket, and before the Oma gave her a go, she the one and Ruth are holding on to the Oma. So she can talk before the two grandchildren, Catherine can talk. Or maybe let me give it to Catherine. She has something to say.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Catherine, let's bring in Catherine. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
welcome to everyone.
yeah. How are you, Catherine? I know it's a tough one, but we just want to give God the glory. The grief, the anger, the pain will not go away. If I can sit down here be talking, I know it's a
Mhm.
reality now that the old man, since the 10th of October, that she can't answer the phone call, and
No, no
they
more.
I know it's also reality. But I want to say, like Tommy said. Thank you so much. Not like those other children, we know how Morovia is crazy, but you are always there, Grandma. And there's a special place, especially after the passing of your father. That alone broke down the old man. We talked several times, but she would not sleep, sit down, up. And it was a difficult thing. But yeah, what you remember of your grandma? There's a name she always call you. What how she call? How she used to call you? What's that? She never call your country, your queen name or
No.
similar
Oh,
name.
like you always call. Like
What?
even my children now, I can't remember. She got so many names that she can call. And even all the grandchildren, she got name for every one of us. We don't use the name that our friends in know. But for the few times that she spent to my house there, we need to get Ma. So my friends and all around there, they need to get for her Ma. asked me, I said, my grandma passed on. The only thing they got for her mouth because she didn't call my name. And you know, the woman has just saying, the passing of our father, I work out the book down, he broke care to everything because every time it was a gift. But I just want to appreciate every one of you, even our father, we all in Liberia. He did extremely well at taking care of her, doing it well. And the Teresa, and you know, and the Oman problem, you did well. And you are mother to every one of us.
Okay.
I don't know,
Thank
I
you.
need a woman, I'm not going to make it. Because before she would get there, I got a recording waiting that we can share to you. She said, man, talking
Yeah.
money, there are money be replaced by. I really feel with my daughter, her money just going, her money just going. So I said, what kind of money? He said, so you know my daughter money finishing. But you tell her that she will get her money back. So
Amen.
she will get her money back. That was her war. And she was very worried. But at times she would say, the way the woman, she has said, the way that in the woman, a part of you, ain't it? You always
Mm-hmm.
there for every one of us. And for the few times, the
Mm-hmm.
3 years today, our father passed on, all the children, grandchildren, your hand on us, all the auntie and uncle on our side, especially you in the person.
Yes.
So we say thank you. And as your mother said, the money that you're spending, you are going to get that job.
Amen.
Thank you for all the children. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Where,
yes, so
where's my Alfonso?
uh,
Oh God. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man
hello,
moving.
Nick.
Yeah, man moving, man dropping. Good evening.
Good evening, Daily.
I'm okay.
Good evening, Mother T.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Good
I'm
evening to
okay.
everyone at home.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Uh, I know that you're feeling a pain, mom, but it already happened. It's been a painful month for us. And for me, I shouldn't lie. Although the daddy, I couldn't speak it, but before she passed all the month of September to October, we spent a lot of time together. She always cry, and before she cry, she pray. At the hospital, the night that we slept there, she said that she was tired because she been all around. She took treatment, Africa and thing, and people pressure who they want malaria, typhoid and thing, and no heat and thing. You shouldn't be spending money there. What thing you will do for us? She cried a lot. She complained that the money should be saved for everyone. For concern there was the grandchildren and the great grand because she always see them and they come around. And at times she say, seeing you people almost every time, my heart can calm down. And she was also
Mm-hmm.
praying that God should hold her till December because meaning she wanted to see you people in December. But anyway, we'll tell God thank you that she lived her life and she did well for everybody. Everyone that would come here, she recognized them, she talked to them by a certain verse when she was going on. Either she recognized you by voice or by touching you. And as Sunday said, I myself too, when I came to church after service, my mother fell off. I have to rush her at the hospital. While she was there, I received a call because every Sunday after church, I can come to her. I spend 1 or 2 hours before I go back in town, rather or to my area in town. But before going in town, I received a call. Call my father, told me so. He said that what happened because I knew that for a on the end, the year been very tough for him. He cried day and night in CP. Even said down to his oldest brother that he loved. Someday you can see he can't believe it. Then our little sister I want to it. I must say I was thinking how you are going to start it, but with the strength by God, he been fighting, he moving strong. I just want to give thanks to the family. You people always by our side. I ask God for grace and favor. Let His strength be with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to see you, man.
Okay. Thank you.
Auntie Susanna right here, and Ruth is also here. So I'm giving the
Yeah,
Yeah.
phone to Auntie Susanna.
yeah. Enter Susanna helping to. It look like before Enter Sue come in, Enter Sue, you know.
Ao, na pantino.
Hmm.
Wow.
Well, yeah, those are the names, and that's the greater
The woman used to call.
Miss because she never caught. She get all of her children, grandchildren, and even
Yeah.
people that came in contact. There's a special name for everybody, and it looked like this thing was coming. Because when she sent for her sister, where is she? Is she coming? You know, those old people. It seems like when they reach certain point, they know exactly. But and so
You
and
know?
probably uh
Mm.
yeah, I mean, I know America, but I bet we get because then when where I did man big here, so I we there no, but
Mm.
so and meeting I believe that we water, but sister country was so
Mm.
and then play a blah a
Mm.
what the way or do you know the way do family the way name we blah yeah blah.
Unyo swatra o mo na ru o
Oh,
No.
mo juru fa o.
mm.
Teresa.
Hmm?
Okay. The fans okay. Yeah, weke mo fen de weke. Inko mo anyo swatra.
Ah.
Then we na po mo anyo swatra enwe.
Just bear with us, the Liberia, the internet sometimes it act up, so just bear with us. She's frozen for now, so let me just move it and see if we can bring it back. All right, I think, okay, just bear with us. Let's see here. Let me see what I can.
Send us soon. Kind of fun in your home. Or you can miss everywhere. No go up in a way. No more in a new way. Just to up in
Okay,
Oh, she back.
okay, all right, okay, and also, Mary, also,
Aho. Now then we uri ase fi egbe o uri ja fi egbe de ne son ru se me nkakade. O fiera mo fun ewe we kwen se kwibri si e ko yan ja bo na de kwibri bo kwen yan so we ja ya punyo wen wa teri so dodo a we kan na mo do ta we kwen kri we ni kwibri di ade si opu e se da we tu bo ro na ni e se ne e kan fe yan ke ne ja ke je o do for da we ni awro te bi ko yan se kun na po we do mi ewe e ko we ne pa so ya la po mo ne kwen no na ni oji o wen ji enji ahora gborori enji wea wana yin onji wa o yora ha o tonsian enu ade ki ale mo ani ade ki ale e ola ase iti e o ye moke ye make samoni ke ajibeyo ne oje uru wo ti ala mo o ajibeyo nelela ono ajubo je mo abo we mari e o mo ajibeyo o Yambale yo mwajbe yo mwabo son sao. Era ao. Yen ati ate. Yora ake wa. Ya ati ga anyina nyebe nwe we amblewa. Ana en ao. Ne po ke ani e pire ye oni wa ni ala borori. Ana yin. Yora bosi ao. Ise denu wo webo. Ana ao. Ise si abe e konti wanjiwe. Si abo na ni si awaje na kwen no na ni oji o so nji adan se si ala ko bo kan kwen no mu si awo na po wo ni na mo ke da were pen ye mo le bo ri na to lu se pen no kon se mo na se mo ke amu pen no wa na dwe ye ite ya Same like and on you I said mine and said more when you're beer and jay or Jara no phone joy yeah or when Johnny okay no to whom for or to whom for we get it on you na kobe na se mo we there you know o je wa mo la ke o jo na na yin o je wa mo la a o nyo twa ya ti ya ma po we no kan ke ni a mo je yo anu po ni o ke an je da ni o tu mo ni na ikribe we there you know ya ju jo la wow pansino you know kribe la tai no ye ne kribe la ko nu wa ni na tu ya onu enu wa wee kwukwa gbee nene anyị nwa wee kwukwa onye we kweno nene anyị akwụre nne nwokuma ka wee kpee nene akwụse nwokuma so ọ mie na nyosi akwụna boe wee tu ye ji wee ọ ye mmede ọ waje ụwọ ike wee ọ e onye aka de mo ne ta mo ku itu idie George wee wọ ja pụọ wee ọ ye den kwa ne Kwa jen se be je den kwa ye be o se pon we nyo do yo me na je wo yo kwa ipo yo mi ake opwa o se kwa igba ke o se kwa igba le de krebe ni op wan bi ta di de onu aka nu abrion di ni e won yo enen gbe gba ya bla wen ba le o wen tu o de won ni onu de a ne di ke anu di de so Ese oni one fún iná ṣe pé mìíràn dẹ̀ kéré náà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà wájà pé tún àánú mìíràn dẹ̀ tó ṣe kìlà yan bọ́ọ̀bù ẹ̀ yàrá mìíràn dẹ̀ ṣe àṣẹ mìíràn kí o nana jẹ́ mọ̀ wọn mú bàrẹ̀ ẹ̀ yé mìíràn o yàrá àfọ̀ kéde o nẹ̀pọ̀ tẹ̀ tì í ọgbà ẹ̀já ni ó kéde yàrá dẹ̀ yín náà nu náà kọ́ àmàlà yín náà sẹ́nu yọ̀bí rẹ̀ là ń jẹ́ ìwọ̀ iná mà iná yẹn ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí ń ké àánú àlọ́ mú yìí kìlà ẹ̀. Sigagbe sejike anu omuji tio gba ro be inu o ti awon ye ne se mona ona kope se ada ji wa na he kope jo ke aja un de so ala na kope soda o yinu kri pe wa yin na e o mu sire su yinu kri bo mu sire kri pe e ko ino borori se oji wa ka no se be kri ba na ji awon je da kri bo no je ya o ti aji de wa na oji wa o Solu enu andera anu ahun wera asejauri son jaga ngara gbori sejauri son ya je o dubruwa na so asio o ne anje se me yina kre gbo dara mo entu yina ya mo mo da ma uro ko de gba ekribe ra ibe ko uro sie o kribe je kribe ra mo mo kon de me mo de se me Ene kai no ro ya nwe se nyo no yu ne du gba ya bla mo yu o ma ka se han na yin na du yin no nyo se down de ya mo amu mo da ke kre na yin no kre ba mo da yen mo ya wo nu a wo anyo se u jere ma en wo kre ba ra wo ne da wo jo ma ta yo te kra je o mo o ti o ji po ra jire ya yo mu de ka en te ya wo mo we Demo ne ju ya we ko se ale be un de ne na de se a we ne o yo ani o ne ga gbe ji ke ka o ta yo kra o ni o bi re o mu ya ni ara ji yen dru kan po ni o po dru kan mi e ra o nu ya na ya so ne ko ya ra we ro bo la ne ju we ya po mi na po tu we fo de ya ne na o sa so ru ya mi nu o ne ka mu da Thì có con mẹ phụ nhau cái bao giờ mẹ nó nè còn nhà mẹ nè muốn nè nhau bây giờ muốn đi đi mà ở sẽ phòng
o se ene denu o se akra we de wan ru ya da ti ku no ba fin de wan ru a fin ala ba fin o de wan ru la ma ne ne dia de ala mu na da di ba fin ya na ju si ga de mo yo we te re ya la Japan ja mo ni a po place de di ban yo jiri ye pa we we ne swab lo ye enu ya la amenu lo de ba fin mo ya ju we te ni o po yo lo bla ke o jo ma la je àti ọsàn ìlú àgbéwọ̀n tó wá mú à ń gbọ́ ọ̀gbẹ̀ náà bọ́ fìyẹn mọ́ bọ́ orí ẹ̀ yìí o àgbéwọ̀n tó mú ọsẹ ọ̀bìrì wà ẹ̀ nígbà ọmú ọsà tayọ̀ dáa kí ẹ ọmú dẹ́tẹ̀ náà lóge ọkàn kẹ́ òwúrú kí àtìyàwó náà bọ́n pọ́n sá ní àwọn rẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ́rì dẹ́ra ẹnẹgbẹ́ nọgbẹ́ wọ́n náà bọ́n pọ́n sá ní wọ́n àwọ̀ ọkà wọn pọ̀ wọn ọsẹ mìlànbẹ́ ọ̀la kìrìn dáwọ́ ẹ̀kìrìn àwọ̀ ọ̀nù àgàdùrù dẹ̀mbóyá ẹnu ọ̀ma
Okay.
ọ̀ma
Yes, ma'am.
ẹsẹ̀ àfọ̀n yóò yẹ ọ̀ma mọ̀nmá ọ̀gírí yóò gbàgbà ó yẹ ẹ̀dá tọmọ báàkì dèbè pìkì sàmì kì
Sammy.
ó tùrùnyà kì kìràwé kàyọ̀ náà ẹ̀sùn sí ìwà ojú yà ó tùrùnyà dá kì kìràwé dá ó nẹ̀ hóde. Oya jen to mi be ni choy da une wa to mi so choy da une o asi yo da pia sa ya da o kia kia ne asi una a mo pia ke o do plon tu so a e te o la ko nu pia den kwa na ke uru ke dia kwa
Okay.
na yo
Uh,
na o wa uru ra
mm,
o nu
well,
ke o nu
all right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
ya po mo anyo swatro
okay. All right. Okay. Let's Ruth come in. Ruth, is she around there? Where Ruth?
one da
What a phone, Ruth.
Was that her,
Um,
yeah, that her sister I would not be able to go through all of that. What? Oh, well, I think so. You're correct. You're turn your light on here. Without seeing you, sir. Ruth, are you,
Alfonso, at the end, I want to say special thanks to them.
yeah. Before we now, I just wanted to, Ruth, are you hearing me?
yeah
Okay, all right. Well, I was going to quick coming to you. That her sister there, apparently, she knew what was coming to an end. Her sister was way in Grand Jide and she has to send for her to come a little later. That was the last time she really wanted to talk to her, to share some time with her. And she took that risk, no role, got on motorbike from inside Grand Jide to Ganta before getting to come on. And by the time she arrived straightly to the hospital, before she was even discharged, and finally, so I mean, we must really, very few people, she's not supposed to do what she did, but to keep the family and her love for her sister. Okay, now I can see you better. This is Ruth. She is, I would say, the white live wire, our senior brother, Madam. You see that I see
At
a
the
man there. The old man was so used, so comfortable with her, make her to
at the
that piece. I don't know what it sounded, all those kind of things. You were teaching you a lot of stuff. Ru, I know this is a difficult one because most of the time I work in the night. 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, my time is already in the morning. We will be chatting. I'm going to check on Betty. I'm going to check on the Oma. And I mean, you never frown on her. You always give her the care. You as a professional person, nurse like yourself, so it makes that very easy. She was always there on time, a shower and everything. But at the end of the day, I just want to say this here publicly here. Of We are very, very, very much grateful to you for the care that you gave to our mother, and not so much because of the relationship with the brother, but I mean it shows of your own compassion for a human being because these pictures, anytime you're there, you take pictures, you make her to really feel happy was always on you. And that was one of the things you always told me. This woman here, this woman here. So I mean, it's an endless story. So I just want to come out front to say here publicly to the people. Good evening. I know it's a difficult one, because it happened right before your own feet. What you have to say?
Well, I just want to be grateful to God. The Bible says in all things we should give thanks. But sometimes it's difficult to say thanks. But all God requires of us is to give thanks to Him. So I want to be thankful to God for her saving going.
You know, she was always handsome person, so I know it's a very difficult one. But again, we just thought of doing this. We're going to be very brief. We're going to be wrapping up very shortly in the next maybe 5, 10 minutes. People get a lot of stuff to do. We plan to have a family memorial right here in Rhode Island, but considering all that is going on, too much happening, the virus is still around. We will be traveling to lay our mother to rest. We will try, we'll do it the best way. That's the last we can give her, not necessarily to satisfy other people, but we'll do it the best way we can, that she will be laid
But
to
it's
rest in a very very decent place, and she will be in peace. Because what I remember, at a certain point in time, I saw this coming, and just what Catherine was saying, she said like, you just start wasting money. So I was asking her, man, what are you talking about? And then she decided to withhold what she was saying. That itself was a red flag, what she was saying. And because she used a parable in the past, it was in a current dialect, which means you have to complete your work. But this time she turned it around again. So I began to sense out something unusual was happening. Certain time, and oh man, she's such a funny woman here. It came a time she said she never called my Alfonso name. She called me Bablo, called me Pansilo, all the good names she gave for her children. So she had this phone here before my sister came in. She had this phone when she came from Moravia. So, oh, I mean from back home now in Moravia. She said, "Well, I don't want their phone. Where did a juke finger in the eye?" So I said, "Oh man, what you mean by you want their phone? Where did a juke finger?" He said, "The phone where come from China. They can juke finger in the eye to answer, but this time I want to see you on video when we're talking. So the one where people can just drop the finger so that the smartphone now." So I said, "Oh, really? You want to see?" Yeah, and that's how I kind of got the phone here. So every other time when we call, we make sure we on a video call, and that was something that she was very happy about. Make sure to feel that we together.
Eh, eh, Faso,
Uh, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Just bear with yeah, just bear with a little bit here. I think the internet here. Yeah, sister, go ahead. As soon as
uh, yeah. I want to say very special thanks to Ruth. I don't know how to say thank you to her, but she was like in fact, she was more than me, because that's what I tell her. The other night, she broke out to cry again for Oma. And I cried with you myself, but I was trying to pet her. And the old man always had good things to say about her. And to my Auntie Sue, I know her, that not sister, because she took all of you. Titi, where is Titi? Is she around?
no.
Nesemo, all of them. I would say we sat down with joke. She brought a whole basin to BI. All the sister, brother, children, she took all of them and brought them up, and they didn't know any other person beside her. So this is why even when in her dying day, she gathered all the family. And I'm so happy. I used to cry. But I'm happy she died in the hands of her family, grandchildren, and my brother and his wife. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Tommy. Thank you. You did a great job. It was tough, but you went through it. And I pray that God will continue to give you strength because it was tough. Everybody can't come to America like you said. What will happen if you are not even on the ground with all these things here? What are we going to do? But God, He doesn't make mistake. He knows exactly what He does. So we are grateful. Our mom going to have a decent burial. And I want to say thank you to all the grandkids, my sister that are here, my brother. I just want to say thank you. So Orita cannot even talk today because of the change of weather and the cold. But she's right here. And there, she's right here too. Which I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you. And to my friend Ruth. I didn't expect that of her, but she went extremely out of her way. Ruth Mullen. I know she's not around there, but she was one of those. Every day she cook, Victoria, the same thing, they cook and carry food for the old man. So I just want to be grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. We cannot pay you, but it's God in heaven because she was trusted person. She trusts God and God allowed her faith to bring her that far. Because with the sickness, we wouldn't have been like this. But God kept her alive and her faith. So I just want to say thank you to you all for the work you did. I know I have part to play, but I want to be grateful to you all. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie Sue, for taking the risk, the mud to come. But you came to a call for a reason. So I just give God the glory. And we will see pretty soon in Jesus' name. Amen.
All right. I think Tommy wanted to say something you're trying to say. Before Tommy, is he there? Ruby, you want to say something?
Yeah,
Mhm.
as I was saying, I said the Bible says in everything we should give thanks, but sometimes it's difficult to give thanks.
Mm.
But thank God that she died, and she died of normal death as compared to others when they are, giving other accounts. It can be a bit difficult and everything, but she died of normal death. I remember on our faithful Sunday, I went to first service. Usually we go to second service, or I went to first service and told me they not go to church because of condition. I was like hurrying to come back when I came from church. Me and sister talking. I was like, oh, have you oh my yeah, give her water yet? And they still say, when you want drink, she said she want nothing. I said, no, that's not to her. They just keep giving her the water and blah 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 blah. Then my daughter said, but then course on the cooker again, give it to her. I gave her the cooker and her brothers were here. But the amazing part was like all of them just gathered, like somebody like you directing your choir. When she was eating, she didn't want to swallow the food and she was there grunting. You put the water in her mouth or you put the food there, like she doesn't want to swallow it. Three men just got her like together. And then they went outside. I gave her the food, she put it outside, she can't swallow it. And so it was like, I said, boy, look at she doesn't want her family or her brother to see her dying. She just took a deep breath like 2 or 3 times. And she just went off. I started like trying to resuscitate her during the CPR, and she just her chest was just stiff. Later on, I called her brother Thomas and said, what happened? I said, oh, but by the time I left me, oh my, just start acting funny. And then Tommy had just gone to get something for her, like her food. After me and sister thought say gave her her milk. She doesn't want to take the milk. I mean, just gave her the insurance again. And then I had it happy and we took her inside. We called Tommy, oh, come on. And what happened? I said, they will carry the old man back to the hospital and things like that. But however, she just died of normal death. And, because we have witnessed people dying, they would be so, rough and everything. But it was that she was just extraordinary tired. Every day is a minute. Every day is a minute. I said, oh, you're not taking no minute here today. She said, no. Then she would be knocking me. But I'm just grateful to God that she died on normal death. And moreover, what I really like about I used to like about what she knew God for herself. She really, really knew God for herself. And she was like my praying partner. When I had my first surgery, she was always praying with me and asking God to heal me and everything. I
That's
just
my
so
mom.
sorry.
That's all right. That's so caring. That's
So caring, so caring. She will pray with me, we will cry together, we pray together and everything. Sometimes when Tommy has nothing, she will be outside there waiting for her son. I said, me, I'm going inside. And she will be all until he comes. That's the person she was. But I just want to be thankful to God for everything.
Okay.
Things
All right.
happen at the time God wants for it to happen.
mm-hmm.
So thank you too for your no care and support and everything. And was when my mom was sick, I had to be between here and there and the rest of it. And this Susanna just came in time. I
Okay.
just bless God for you people. I just tell God thank you for everything.
All right. Thank you
Um,
so much by the grace of God. You know, the old man is so funny. So the day I called her, I went coming now. I coming out. I coming out. Yeah. So, uh, Tommy, I think you were talking something.
Yes, Alfonso,
Yeah.
it says that gratitude is the fruit of the heart that remember. You have to always show gratitude to people. And I won't want to hang up without saying a few words to you and Teresa. And we're just saying something like when you're sending a smartphone, I think next time you say and send Jerry Body friend request. So Jerry Body say, oh, better so send me friend request. So I say, Mama, you send Jerry Body friend request. I say, what want to call friend request? I say, you not know friend request before you go get smartphone. You say the phone where they can rub their finger on and all of that. So we've been having series of fun. But it's Samson Branto is connected to this
Yeah.
communication.
No, okay. I was just about to call. Something is not. I guess I'm thinking. I'm sure he's monitoring, but he's not on right now. Something is not on right now.
what do
Yeah,
you mean?
our phone. Sometimes we're on video call. She love phone. My that phone ring and wrote it that Pansido or that William, and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
know. Mhm.
when she was really sick, for me, I didn't notice it, and I never had the slightest idea that she was going to pass. I know one day she was going to die, but not even this year or the following
Mm-hmm.
year. So like only one time, my daughter Catherine left for here. She called me. She said, "Papa," he said, "the old man that I get only go." So I said, "What you mean by that?" He said, "The old man, she can be afraid of you, and she love you so much, so she didn't want to take. But the way I see the old man in her, I said, Harrison Smith came to visit me. The city he told me, he said, tell Teresa that, oh, my what's in now, that friend sitting down there now." Then Kofa came in, the same thing. Kofa said, the Oma, when she see me, or when we're talking on the phone, said she can say, Kofi, the face. She came in, recognize me. But, sometimes we can just forget about reality, especially when somebody is very close to you, looking at your mother like that. I never, ever had a slightest idea that she was going to pass at this point in time. But it's just all about it. And I used to ask her some questions, even when our father was living, I used to ask them. I'm very proud to sit here that all of the women,
Oh my God.
This internet. Just bear with us here. Let's see.
hello,
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, go ahead,
about,
Tommy.
yes, and when I talked to the old man, I asked him for all the wives and the children. I said, oh man, all you children, which one you love more? He said, I like nobody. You work here for me, I like you. I said, how about the women? He said, oh, they just came to me to find things, but I know deep down his heart, and it's an open secret. Our mother was the loved one of all of the women he had. Then all the women that he had, the one that really loved him was my when. Those two women, they never argue with the old man. He never put hand on them one day. Everything he does was always good for them. Anything that he had to say, it I say, and I'll tell one time Papa to go say when the woman he was elected a paramount, he said, but for me, and I get no case again when you're coming to Johnny So. All I need to do is to tell somebody to make my hot water. And when somebody tells Johnny So anything, it is finished. But that's the beauty of like because you see they live together, they never disobey. Even when the old man say go in the fire, they'll go there. My real story is why I think all of y'all know and everybody knows about it. The day the old man gave birth, the following day was an election, and he
Yeah.
said, I don't care whether you born or you're not born, you gotta walk. And the old man walked 2 hours, 30 minutes from BI to Toast She stood in line and she fainted.
Mm.
And that's what made sure myself was sick for 3 years on the ground. And that one when even the woman used to talk to me, she said it pained her so much. Every woman that born a child, they get special love for a particular child. Not that she didn't like the other children, but all mine for me, it was so hard. And I thank God I will give her hard time. She ended up with me to give me hard time too. Yeah. She ended up with me. And many days she would sit at the back there. Even for now, if I'm coming home and the word on the boulevard, you girl, I can say apprenticeship. When they say apprenticeship, then I started thinking about because every day I come in home, I have to bring her apprenticeship for. She had to see the apprenticeship before she go to bed. But it is so good. I was just asking for something brown too, and I want to thank you so much. There are a lot of people that make contribution, but something was exceptionally different. Even before the Oma passed, every month he make it a duty to make that Oma allowance to send it. And that's just how life is. I want to say thank you. If you listen, good. Another person I want to make is Seba Harris. You also make a huge contribution. I'm very grateful to all of them. All of the people that make contribution, we say thank you. But all in all, I just want to say thank you. And what you doing now, Francis, that's what I wanted to do before as a journalist. And I thank God that you took my first step. And
You will use
Teresa,
that, you
you
won't
are the
even do, you
greatest
will
of
use
all
that simple
sisters.
thing. You're going to use a
I'm very strong. I
microphone.
remember when we were going to Ivory Coast at the time,
Mm-hmm.
going to Abidjan, and the people say, "Oh no, your people, your brother, did not leave your name here." And all of that, hell broke loose. Everybody was, you didn't know what to do. I the one that came in the picture. I said, "Mama, don't worry. America is not an ice cream that if you don't go there, it will finish.
Okay.
One day it will be okay." And thank God that she did not even die in Africa during the war. Where will not even see your grave. But right
I say
here,
I'm so grateful.
every day I see
I
your
say
picture, and now
of
we're going to
faith.
give her a befitting burial. My mother,
Yeah.
I just say rest and
Yeah.
rest.
Right.
You can take it from the end. Any other thing to come here, I will come in later.
Yeah,
But for now, let me
yeah.
hold on.
Like I said, it's a break. You mentioned it, but they are always good to get friends. The friend, not friend only when you need, but
The
friend.
voting though.
You getting me? You hear me, sister?
Yeah. Yeah. You.
Yeah. No, I say it's always good to get good friends. And just like what you said, something to the liberal here, sometimes we can clash on this network, but we are two that we are really close.
I
That
can
means,
still hear me.
yeah, hearing you.
Yes.
Yes. You know hearing her? Come in.
That's supporting.
Hello, check your volume. Hello, Tommy. Okay, maybe I gotta get him off. Let me see and get him off. Let me bring him back on and see. You hearing us now?
The volume is still low from my end. I can't hear you.
We
Okay,
can
let
hear
me
you.
let me just take him off and then you can come back maybe. Yeah, okay. Just what Tommy was talking about with something we are very three close friends. I had the only person when I read it 2 ago and talk about me. They say I can talk. But something, I guess something and not. Not to when he went to Liberia to bury his father, he went there, took picture with the old man and everything. And three of us, we kind of been supportive of one another 24/7, day and night. We on the phone with the family, wife, and all of them. So something, you hearing all now, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. The volume came back on. I'm hearing you now.
Okay, yeah. No, I said it's good you mentioned about something, and the old man, she had there was a special place at last because when we thought she used to say it. And that's why most of the time when she was talking about the smartphone, the phone, we put a raw finger in the face, this and that, we decided to get it just to make her happy. So Nat and myself will always say, "Oh man, forget about something now the way it gets so big." He even say, "Ah, but then what? Then why he eating it out?" I say, "Oh man, something, forget it. The way something look." So when we talk, we say, "Forget about something." He said, "No, you don't be saying that." But something like you said before, even the old man passed, put it close to a year, 6 months, and it was just like he just paid it off of his regular bill. $50, $75, $100, 75 every month to say, oh, this is the old man money to get her medication. So she was kind of like wondering, why is he doing this? But then, and then it came a time, he said, I'm happy God touched somebody, the one that left something to, and now they have replaced that person. And that was her son, Stanley, that she was, it came a time she never wanted to, she couldn't call his name. And so when she tries to bring that up, I will try to change the topic to something, but that's stuck with her a
Mm-hmm.
lot. So something now they we are being, and we are still very, very much supportive of the process. I mean, if I tell you the contribution these gentlemen they are on, they don't want me to say it, but there was time we will say it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we are like a family. I want to thank them so much for the sort of support from them. Mommy, Yali, people were always sending that. There are so many people that impacted her life. And I mean, we are happy in the sense that what we are doing, we're going to lay our mother to rest. There are others who really want to do same. Not that they don't like their parents, but look, if you look at the war, you look at the Ebola, you look at the virus and all of that, they never even had a chance to see where their mother or loved one would be laid to rest. But you know, it's good. She came
Uh,
right in Monrovia there
Alfonso.
and that right before your person. So we just want to say thank God for everything and for the time that God spent with us. Yes, sister, go ahead. We'll soon be here.
Yeah, I know because Doris, I guess
Call
she
the
going
number.
to work too. Doris,
Yeah,
Call the number.
yeah,
And
Doris Ford was
say,
always there for the old man.
say,
She's
say,
there.
Reverend,
She and
we
the
are
old
going to
man
conference.
call her. She pray with her, and she always send her on a little thing for her morning food. So I know she's the job.
yeah.
She
That
at
is true.
work,
I told
but I
her,
just want to say thank you also to her
yeah,
because she
yeah,
been like a daughter-in-law to her.
yeah.
So
Uh,
thanks for, and may
yeah.
the God continue to bless each and every one of them that open and they will receive more.
Yeah, I mean that's it. She's the woman in the
You
womb.
ring it?
Not necessarily she's forced to do it, and not all the daughter-in-law does that, but she opened up, and pretty well is good. But we are just happy that we were able to talk to her. We will know exactly where she will be laid to rest. We didn't see her as a mother. We see her now as a friend, as the husband, and everything because she's the only child for her mother as well. So everything about her is about us, and she kind of like really was a blessing. We know where we came from BI to Total, walking, Balan to school, and all of that.
Mhm.
That's why she wanted us to be that kind of compassionate person. And then one of my other uncles said, we down now, sir, because the place, oh, our message use the time, because by the time you call, she will get about 5, 10% messages.
I said,
Okay, money will make it done. Hey, yeah, let it get go. But please, what we do, they got to come to me too. But again, we want to say thank you to everybody. Enter Susanna. Thank you
You
so
don't get in there?
much. We really, really appreciate you, Catherine.
You get problem with person.
and Auntie Mary too, she's not there, but she
Catherine,
being
yeah.
very extremely fighting to the
So,
old
by
man
the grace
too.
of God, we will be coming and we will celebrate her life. At the end of the day, we will grieve, but we'll celebrate her life for the time God gave her to share with us. I mean, the names that she called us, nobody can perfectly do it than please the person. I know it's late in Maria, we all got to go push the hour and stuff like that. So, Tommy, what will be your last word before we go? Any other person that want to say something before we go?
Well, this talk is the end of talk will not end it, but what we're going to do is a breaking. That's all. The only thing I want to say is you keep holding on, and I will do my best to hold on. There's nothing we can do about it. Oma she going to get a peaceful rest, and
Yes.
we're hoping for that day.
I'm gonna
My
rest,
only
Mama.
worry right now and concern, I think if today I would say the update about the grave site. They have been doing extremely well, and I'll go in there tomorrow after service to see how far they are gone. But where in Matthew and his team on the ground, they are doing extremely well. And everybody, the family, the soul, the Zion, everybody that over there that contributed. And again, Auntie Elena, she called me today to
Yeah.
really give me a word of encouragement. You know, the good thing about it. And I was just saying something what I said the old man love the old man. I think there's some reason I asked him one time, he did not tell me, but there's some reason because the two of them have similar lifestyle, life or something. The old
Only
man,
one child.
yeah, he was just about 3 days old when a mother passed, so he alone as a mother. Our mother, even though maybe she was the only egg the mother had in the womb, and that's all about it. So the two of them, they have similar lifestyle, so that's why they were like that. And I remember I asked her some question. The only man she knew in her life was Johnny Soe. The only man she knew in her life was Johnny Soe. She said,
So
but
true.
when I was coming here, the person that I used to look at was the late Johnny Boy. And she said that to me. She said that Johnny Boy. But then Johnny Boy, she was small and she left. And Johnny Boy took the older sister, and that's her. But she's the only, our pa was the only man that she knew in her life. Sometimes when we sit down, we talk, she would tell me stories. She would tell me stories what all happened with the old man. And that's exactly that I saw when I was coming here. But she lived a very pleasant and decent life. And I know she's resting with the Lord.
All right.
God, thank you
Yes,
so much
yes.
for everything.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sister, go ahead. Thank you before we go. You had a final word, you said?
Well, the final word is to say thank you to everyone. And we compete because during her last day, she talked about love and peace to hold on together. So I want each and every one of us to foster her compassion. She was loving, caring, and to give her last. So I want us to continue with that until death. So I just want to say thank you to you all for everything. Tommy, keep strong. The Oma, I know it was difficult for Stanley Park. I used to pet her, but I was crying with him myself up to this time. I cried for my brother because this is a boy. I said, Stanley, get up today with no hesitation. Stanley will do what I want to do. But God knows why.
All right.
And I
Chairman
know
Biden,
both of them resting.
Chairman Biden, call that number, the 682 number is right there, Chairman Biden. Call that number quickly before we wrap up. 682-433-8802. Chairman Biden, from Canada. Just call that number quick and then before we can go. I'm waiting for your call. Okay. All right. So let me just give the chairman a few minutes to call that number. Chairman, the number is there. Okay, let me go here. Chairman Biden, are you there? Okay, that's was singing brother. Go afternoon on your end.
No, it's still good morning.
Oh
In
my.
Vancouver, still good morning.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, Chairman.
Yeah, I just like to say thanks, first of all, to the Almighty God. Yeah.
Please tell the chairman to speak a little bit louder. I'm not getting him well.
I guess Tacho is here to got to talk.
Ooh, touch you. Still on the throne, right?
man.
Okay.
Sorry. Say no,
You can hear me, Apostle?
We hearing the whole world hearing you.
Okay. First of all, I want to say thanks to your auntie, the old man I spoke earlier. Is she on?
Yeah. They're listening. Tommy
Yeah,
is
they're listening.
listening.
Okay. My impulse go. I know Joanna. Oh, mom, everybody, you know.
Mama touch oh.
Margaret Thatcher. And plan was go before Jerry no man. Don't say on the mono language room. Plan was go on and one who is trying to hear me. You know, to buy, you know, all to buy more incredible and injury, you know, more you know, to buy one now, you know, more you know, to buy.
Oh, so he got disconnected. Let me see here what I can. Let me see what I can.
Oh God. Yes, that's my
Just
mom
bear with
right there.
us. We will soon be out of
Never
here.
call by name.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, we're hearing you now. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. We are animal. We are doing them more. You know, it's fine. Now, you know, could be more. You know, it's fine. Plan not to all. After you think they can. On one man, we got that one there, and they go on near when they want the baptism, one way more. If we are that celebration of life. Yeah, I bring on that like quite so quite a jeff can scan your more and one and one two blanc. So now ude chame or how they call it or Kenya me would you ya ude ni on lo ka no and then one day and the post go. Secondly, one you know, Caribbean, if anybody that I see understand crime, I'm gonna say thanks to all the children. This is the love of mother that you guys show. Sister Teresa, your other sisters that are there that I don't know, I say thanks to every one of you. You really show that you love your mother. Everybody loves their mother, but sometimes it's kind of different. So I say thank you to all of you and to the monk. Monk, thank you very much. I call you, you know, but Tommy will tell you what that means. Thank you very much. You really stood by Tommy. You showed him that you care, the caring attitude that I saw when I came to Liberia. That's what you show. Too bad Mario is not here to say thanks to you, but thank you so much.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Well, the speaking from the king, from the palace.
Thank you, Joanna.
Okay, Chairman
And
Barris.
she's also a Kaisi.
Yeah.
And the passer.
Just be brief here. It looks like the Thatcher herself, she just caught everything from my mouth already and finished saying it. However, you know, I got fond memory of the old mom. I can remember when we wanted to pick her up. She was sitting there all day when we got in the village or in the town. She was happy that Tommy was there, but not happy because Tommy and us wanted to pick her up. So Tommy kept on pushing her. Ma, then you know what she said? Tayo, then Tommy said, for what? Oh, India, so
See, my husband's grave.
How can you be watching her husband's grave? She's sitting right near there on her post and watching the grave on the post 7. So we started laughing. I just brought us some kind of joke. We laughed, and then I said, oh man, we're not taking you to Morovia. Oh, I just came to see you too, so we're just taking you somewhere around here, and then we'll come back. She said, okay. We got on the road. It took us the whole day and part of the night for us to get in town. As soon as we got in town at the house, she saw the familiar place. Then she turned to me. She looked at her son because her son is harsh. Tell me how so she looked at me. Daddy, in the morning we'll tell you back tomorrow. Anyway, One day we were sitting under the tree, then I said, Oma, what your English mean? What it mean the Papi can call you this Betty? From that day, I started calling her Oma Betty Soe, Oma Betty Soe. And when we left and came back to Monroe, to Vancouver, anytime I called to speak to her, she got asked for Joanna, the very first person. And that showed how caring our old mom was. She did not raise stupid children. All of you, Teresa, who's sitting at the top, when they say caring number one, she and I never stayed together for long, but I remember when we were at the University of Latvia, this young man, the late Mabudu and myself and some other students, we went to that house there before when Sister Teresa was still staying there. You know, the caring attitude, all of you have it. As for Tommy, I don't know what to say about him. He is my little brother. Little brother, though we don't come from the same mom, but we basically, think and behave the same way. But he has too much of caring attitude in him. Alfonso, for you and Zian, my little brother, everybody, you guys are equal, at the same age. All of you just have that caring mentality, caring attitude. So the old mom is gone, but her memory, her legacy still lives because her children are all adults. You all have great grandchildren and what have you. So she left a good family in place. She left good children in place. The monk gets 110% thanks from me. In spite of all of the caring she was doing for the old mom, her mom too was sick. Mom got stroke, but she stayed right there and took care of our mom until the old mom finally is gone today. So she deserves too much of commendation, too much of thank you from all of us, relatives, friends, family members. So what she did, it takes a real person to do what
Yeah,
the monk
that's so true.
Monk, monk is Ruth Neal. That's the nickname we have for her. She called herself the monk. So that monk name is stuck on her forever. So I mean, I just want to make this little comment here because time is fast spent now. By the time I got up, I saw the program on. I forgotten that the program was even today. So Sister Teresa, Alfonso, the rest of the family, I say you guys should take heart. The old mom is gone, but her memory still lives. Your children, or children, such as all of you, are still on earth. So we just thank God for that. And had it not been for this COVID thing and what have you, I think all of us would have been in Monrovia to be there to see her home going. But the sad thing, she passed and she's in the funeral home. Then her younger brother passed, and we took him to the same place. So they are lying side by side of each other in the funeral home. Now, God has a way of doing things that we all cannot explain. Sometimes we say, why? Why did this happen? But can we see him to ask him why? No. We just live with the reality. Because we on the ground, we got to face the reality, and that's the reality we are facing. Our old mom lived a life, man. There should be no regret. There should be no tears coming from the children's eyes, grandchildren's eyes. She lived her life. And as she lived her life, she was cared for. There are some old moms who, during the war, their children never ever saw them. Like my mom, my father's first wife, who is my mother, she cared for all of my father's children. But do we know where her grave is? They say somebody about to be there. It's because of the war. Had she died in DI, that was going to be a different situation. But Oma, she died right there in Monrovia. So we just thank God for her life. she lived a very good life. You people cared for her more than what it should have been. You did your best. So money cannot bring back life. Otherwise, Sis Teresa would have made sure that her mom was still living. So, Alfonso, thank
Yeah.
you for organizing this program. Sis Teresa, thank you. Piso, on the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
Teresa, go
Thank
ahead.
you also, Chairman.
So,
Thank you for you and your
thank
wife.
all of you for, taking good care of your mom. Thank all of you
Yeah.
for bringing the rest of the family together.
Thank God for His grace.
Okay, that's I was saying, brother, that Chairman Barry on the fire
Yeah,
and
Alfonso.
comment, and Margaret Thatcher. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those good words of. It's not a surprise to me. Thank you so much. Thank you for that support as well. We
Yeah.
install
Let me just.
no, that's all it did.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no more. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Alfonso, can I
Yeah,
just
let
say
me go back.
thanks and bye to everybody because
Uh,
of time? I'm getting off now.
okay, all right, sister. Thank you so
Okay.
much, and we
Okay.
will.
Thank you all for being there, and we see you soon.
Okay,
Take
uh,
care.
okay, all right. So, Torment, I want to say thank you. You get a final word before we go. About to go off now too.
Yeah, I have a little problem with the network when the chairman was speaking about it was good that he came on the line because Jerry is not just a chairman, he's a brother from another mother. And we had a very good relationship, and the relationship is on the two ends. Even he's, he's my cousin from the other side, and he married to my cousin again. So then his sister married to my uncle, and so it's a tango relationship.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but he's a very good person, and that the old man can always say, I say, oh, that Joanna, I say, oh, that my husband will, because that's tradition. Because Joanna is, yeah, Joanna that the papi man. So she can always say, oh, that my husband, all of that, we all had a wonderful time. So I say, oh man, you said Jerry request, you not even Jerry not respond to you, you go and all the kind of thing, we just have a fun. But that's all about life. We all came here to play our part on the planet. When that time comes, you just go. But I tell you, I'm grateful that she died in my hand. And I didn't have to go 2,000 of miles, maybe going on motorbike to go up in tree and all of that. And she had a peaceful death in my hand. So I thank God for her, and that she just go home and rest.
Uh, Thank you so much, Tommy, and thank you for everything. Ago, you like sister was saying that you are there, so we don't have to go through a lot. So it happens right before your very eyes, and there was a reason why other didn't come because then it would have been really been a tough one. I would just only feel bad because a lot been going on. 3 months after daughter, mother, her other brother was so worrying about then herself when she was sick. He just, I believe, being laid to rest too today. So it's just been completely crazy. But in the midst of all, we just say our prayers and talk that with you, with the rest of the children, the grandchildren, the rest of the family. By the grace of God, we will see you soon. Thank you so much.
And I wish you all the best and safe to Liberia.
All right.
Thank you. I'm up now. Bye bye.
No, petit jealousy. Just wait for water.
All right. This is how we want to do it here, leave it here this afternoon. So we want to thank all of our friends, family members, and those that have sympathized with us, and those that even if you still have the chance. We know a lot is ongoing here. A lot of people having their own problem. You can't hold people responsible. If you don't say it's better late than never. But the support is enormous, financial, telephone, prayers. We want to thank all of you so much. This is how we thought of just celebrating. We plan to have a sit face to face or sit-in memorial, but family took a second thought. We all know the virus is still going. We do not want to endanger people, not even endanger ourselves. So we thought of doing this. So that can stop us. We're going to do the best. We're going to do it to satisfy all that our mother will be late to rest. Not necessarily, somebody out there, but we will do the best, and I can show it will be a good ceremony. For the time, we are grateful for the time God, she spent with us. She was of everything. There are names that she called us. Nobody can, not even the woman in the home, because a mother is just a mother. You can't replace a mother. And she was such a funny lady that was always there to make us happy. Uh, she always told us to respect, to make good friends, to hang out with good people. So those are things that it will go a long way. After everything, we will reflect on that. And I know it's of reality since the 10th of October. This lady that when I call all of those names that I love hearing, she will call me those names. I don't care how tired, fatigued I am. I will kind of gain that human spirit. And that since the 10th, around 11 a.m. my time, that disconnect, that cut-off line was created, and it has been since then. Then I know now is of reality. So the next thing is to do now is to step out to the gap, and I give her a peaceful and befitting burial. We are thankful that we are saying many of you have your own story is far better, far than we want to be experiencing, because there are some people, their loved ones, their family members die because of situation, the war. They don't even know where they were buried. They couldn't even go there. But this one, it happens right before, and it looked like she knew what was coming, that she has to send for her sisters and all of the grandchildren and everybody. They were all way around her. So that it is something that apparently she saw coming, but she could not. I wish she could have given people the heads up or stuff like that. But I know it came a point in time that when she said, do not waste, just stop wasting money. And I tried to ask her what was the interpretation of her saying that, what was the meaning. She could not tell me. She just said, just stop wasting money. I am tired. And when other people say that to you, that's something should click to your mind. But again, we want to be thankful for all that impacted her life, people that she met, people that she didn't meet. There was some way, there was some uniqueness about her, and we will definitely miss her. Alan, I'm coming to Liberia. We really going to have that celebration. We're going to celebrate her life the best way possible, that the family, that is pleasing to the family, and lay her to rest. She will be buried in Monrovia. We intend taking the body to be buried in our hometown, but a lot of things involved, um, road conditions, and a lot of other things involved. Her son, one of the things that kind of broke her down, our older senior brother Stanley, may his soul rest in peace, passed in Monrovia. Tommy's daughter, in Monrovia, they were all buried. And those are things that were really of a grieving point that got her, that really broke her down. Considering her age, there was no way that she could recover. So maybe she wants to be there, and we want to remember her comes Memorial Day. That it will make it much easier to for Tommy and the grandchildren that comes Memorial Day. They will go by her gravesite and go and deposit a flower and be able to go there to clean it. and stuff like that. So it's biblical. We know when we were born. We never know when we're going to die. So there's nothing that is in one control that if you die, this is where you're going to be. We make this decision. We do know when we came on planet Earth, but we just do not know where when we're going to be going back. And that going back can be anywhere, any place, anytime. But we are very, very, very much grateful to all of you, friends, family. Amazingly, there was somebody who are black on this network because they were using certain profanity for years, and I forgot. I don't go back to my black. And when this thing happened, this person managed to get my number and a call, sympathize and blah and all of that. I didn't know, and later on, he said, "Oh, I this is my contribution." And then after that, he said, "Okay, please unblack me." So I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Oh yeah, you black me." Well, it wasn't your fault because I was somebody had me upset and I was using certain language even though you won, and I kept doing it, and that's how I was black. So I said, "Really?" So what's the name? And then call the name. So I said, "But that's not the name I know." He said, "But I in Facebook you gotta get different name. But I'm sorry, let bygone be bygone. It won't happen again. Please unblock me." LPRI is my network that I always follow. And if you will, all the other people that also mess up, who violated, forgive them for the sake of the mother. So he kind of put like a lamb in my throat. So all the other people that are black because of numerous reasons, they were being unblack. But I think that was genuineness on his part. And to get a saying at a time of bereavement, that's when you can reconcile. And I appreciate because that's not a name. People use different names. That's not the person that I know. But he came out to say, "Hey, this is but don't call it name." I'm like, "No, this is cool. As long as you at least recognize that, that's okay." So, well, Franks, we want to thank you so much for your time, your contributions, your phone calls, and all of you that have impacted. It's meant so much to you, to us. The Liberal manager to Nakrai Port, the relationship goes. It started years ago and it's still going strong. I want to thank all of you so much for all of the support that you have given us. All right. Have a pleasant day.
This part